Okay, so here's your test review. You're gonna take notes on this one, then try the other one on your own. The problems are just what I showed you last week. Okay, it says use the provided number line, which is this right here, to figure out the following. And then you see 1 minus 6. So I want to start at 1, and if I'm minusing, I move this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I'm at negative 5. So 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Okay, we're going to start at negative 2, and then we're going to go 7 places into the positive direction. So negative 2 is my starting point, and then since I'm adding 7, I move 7 places this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that takes me to 5, positive 5. And then we have negative 4 minus 3, so I want to start at negative 4. And then I'm minusing 3, so I'm going to move 3 places this way. It gets deeper into the negatives, so 1, 2, 3. So that takes me to negative 7. Okay, then we get into percentages. It says convert 25% into a decimal. Remember, anytime we see a percent, we need to divide it by 100 right away. Okay? So I take 25 divided by 100. That's going to be 0.25. Okay, that's what your calculator is going to say. Let me get a calculator like the one you're going to have instead of that one. And make sure I give you calculators like this one because the decimals are a lot easier to see on these ones than they are on some of those other ones. Okay, the next one, convert 8% to a decimal. Again, all we do is take our 8% and we want to divide it by 100, and that's going to give me the decimal I need. So 8 divided by 100, 0.08. Okay, find 35% of $600, and so I need to find out what part of $600 is 35%. So the first thing we're going to do is divide your percent by 100, but that ain't the answer, okay? It's the first thing. I got to first divide my percent by 100, and that's 0.35. And then I multiply by how much money I have, which is $600, okay? So again, we divide that by 100 and then multiply by how much money we have, and that'll tell us what the 35% is. So 0.35 times 600, that's 210. So I put $210 right there. Okay, find 40% of $40. You want to know how much money that is. So again, I take my 40%, divide it by 100, and it gives me 0.4. And then I simply multiply times by how much money I have, so $40. And that will tell me what my answer is. 0.4 times 40. I got 16, so $16. Okay, now these are the ones you had told me that you might be a hard remembrance. So what I've done is I've kind of wrote something off to the side. It says a price of something is $60, but then it's 20% off, and we have to find the new price. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take $60 because that's my starting price, and I'm going to minus a money amount, okay? But I don't know how much money I'm going to minus until I find out what 20% of 60 is. So again, I always divide my percent by 100, so 0.2. And then I multiply by how much money I have, which is $60. Okay, I got 12. Now $12, since I got $12 is the amount I get to subtract from 60 because that's what 20% of 60 is. It's $12, okay? So again, I'm going to divide my percent by 100 and then times by how much money we have, and that'll tell me the amount that I get to subtract from my price. And 60 minus 12 is 48, so $48. Okay, the price of something's $80, so, and then there's 30% off. I find the new price. So I know I'm going to take $80 minus something, okay? But don't subtract 30, okay? It's not $30. So again, I divide by 100. Okay, and I get 0.3, and I need to then times that by how much money we're at, which is 80. That's going to be 24, okay? So the 24 is how many dollars I get to take off there. So 80 minus 24 gives me my answer to this problem. So 56. Okay, so remember, I'm gonna have the price minus something. To find out what you minus, you divide your percent by 100, and then after you write that down, then times it by how much money you have. And that'll tell you what to subtract from there. Okay, write three fractions that are equal to 3/4. Okay, so we don't want to. We need to times 3 and 4 by a common multiplier number. Okay, not 1 though, because that's just going to keep it the same. So we'll start with 2, then we'll go with 3, and then we'll go with 4, and that's simply going to find the three equal fractions. So it's going to be 9 over 16. It's going to be, wait a second here, I'm an idiot. That's 6 over 8, okay? And this is 9 over 12. Holy cow. And that's going to be 12 over 16. Sorry about that. And then practice the other one on your own. Make sure you're good, because that'll be what you're tested over tomorrow.